Officials in Metro Manila will meet again on Thursday night to vote. They are taking into consideration experts' opinions before making their decision. At this point, we would like to talk to Doctor Anna Ong-Lim. She is a pediatric infectious disease specialist and also the past president of the Pediatric Infectious Disease Society of the Philippines. Doctora, good morning.
Good morning, Leah.
Thank you for joining us. Okay, quickly, Doc, what is your take on this issue of allowing kids to go out?
Well, it's certainly a very important point to discuss because there's a concern about allowing more people to be out and about as we are moving into a less stringent phase of our community quarantine. But of course, we need to balance this recommendation or plan with the risk for possible exposure and possible spread of COVID-19.
Right. Doctora, you are an infectious disease specialist. Can you explain to us in layman's terms exactly how susceptible are kids to COVID-19? Because in the past few months, as we've been studying the virus, it seems that they don't really suffer the symptoms very seriously. But how much are they potentially super spreaders?
Okay, so I think there are several terms that we need to unpack from what you asked. Mm-hmm. When we talk about super spreader events, that's a fairly technical definition. The implication is that you have a very small number of individuals being responsible for spreading to a very wide range of people. And the question is actually whether we can say that children in general are super spreaders. And of course, the answer is no. We can't say that children are particularly more contagious compared to other age groups. There is actually also some scientific reports that say that children may be less responsible for transmitting the virus, no? So this is still an area of active study. It's very difficult to commit right now to saying that children are more or less responsible for spreading the event. Now, in terms of susceptibility, it seems that children are definitely less likely to exhibit the more severe symptoms than adults. So that's data that's been consistently shown globally. Susceptibility, on the other hand, is a different question again, because as we know, it's very possible for people to be infected without having symptoms. So the only way for us to say whether or not a person was really infected is to test, no? And not to use the symptoms as a basis. Mm-hmm. So putting all of that together, is it therefore a good idea for children to go out? Is it a good idea for them to be in the malls, for example? I think one of the ways to look at this will be, are we consistent with the recommendations that we are giving for other age groups? If we're saying that we want people to be careful, to rethink their activities now, especially that we expect for people to be more eager to go out over the Christmas season, why are children exempted from this recommendation? Mm-hmm. Why are we saying that we're allowing kids, or minors rather, to go out if we're encouraging people to be very careful about their activities?
Right. So much to study and still so much to be discussed. But we thank you for your time this morning, Doctora Anna Ong-Lim.